Judy can see you now. Is it you? This is this is YouTube Studio.
That's live. You're live.
So I have to go to YouTube Studio?
Yes. I don't know why you went to the other. That's not good.
Huh?
Yeah.
No, I thought I have to go to the other something. Huh? Oh, that's my phone. Who's that?
We live.
But
wait, can they hear you? Can they hear you?
Hello? Can you hear me, ma? Judith, can you hear me? You can hear me now.
Okay.
Oh wow. This is no, I mean I don't know. But you can you see me? Hi, can they go and log in. Can you see me? But did you use the cam something?
What cam?
The something cam that we use. Cam.
I just go on YouTube.
No, you can't go on YouTube.
You could. You could.
I'm not 1,000 yet. Eh? I don't know.
That's my phone.
Let me. So where's the? Come here. Where's the mute? Where's the mute now? And oh my God, where's the mute? Where's the mute? Lower, go and where? Hello? Hello, can you hear me now? You can hear me? Oh, okay. Thank God. Oh my God. Okay. Hi. Oh my God, Judy, you are the best. Thank you so much. Hi. Okay. Oh, thank you so much. Judy, thank you. I finally got it. I have to go and call Kende to come and fix it. And it was tested around 5 o'clock. I don't know what happened. You know. Okay, thank you. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Um, at this particular time, I know time is fast spent. This is we already spent like 30, I don't know, 35 minutes now. But this is what I want to do. You know, in my flyer, I stated that we're going to go on live YouTube today, and this is what we're going to do it. The way we're going to do it. The bakers, you know, those that wanted to bake, you know, they start from 6 to 7. That's how we scheduled it before. And I think we're going to give them more time, you know, because of the time that we have spent in fixing the computer or something. So learning how to bake, we're going to start discussing about that, you know, baking, you know. So we're going to start to talk about baking. And after we finish the baking, then we can now enter into dating part 2. You know, my video was out yesterday on dating part 1. I discussed about dating, and I discussed about so many things about dating, how dating should be. And I discussed about what age should our young adults, our youth should start to date. I just, for suggestion, yes, thank you. Thank you, Lizzie Ward, for coming. You know, it took us long, about 30 minutes to fix it, you know, but to God be the glory. Everything is all right now. I think we can go on. I love that food. Yes, thank you so much. I love that food. Thank you. So we want to start to bake right now. From it was in my flyer, I said 6 to 7. We'll start to bake. Then from 7 now to 8, then we will start about discussing about dating, how dating should be, the importance of dating, you know, and what to look for in dating. How are you sure you are ready to start to date? You know, all these things are very crucial in the life of the youth and the young adults. Now is the time. I don't want to steal the bakers. I don't want to steal their time. So it's time for us to now continue to chat about baking, you know. So you can start, you can go to anybody's kitchen and bake. Now we have the rules and regulation that guide this LS. The rules number 1 is that please, bakers. I'm not talking to the bakers now. All those that want the reflection with dating, and it start from 7 p.m., 7 o'clock. But now it's for bakers to start. But if you want to learn how to bake too, you can hang around, you know. It's never too late to start baking. You can bake at home. You can bake for commercial purpose, you know. When you are doing your typing or whatever your comment, please, there's no numbers. Don't put any numbers, you know, stated. Don't put any numbers there. Then we normally typed all our words in lowercase letter. All the words typed. Your questions, whatever you want to type, should be in the lowercase letter. And what else? You can use I'm talking to the bakers now. You can use package, you know, like a PKG as a gift. I left gift for you, or I bake in your kitchen or something of that nature, you know. So for the bakers can start baking right now. Thank you for coming. The Nikki Ali, thank you so much. Tom and Kimi, thank you so much. Thank you for coming. Yeah, Tashni, thank you. The beginning of the greatest. Thank you so much. Yes, it's the beginning of the greatest. It's the first of the kind. You know, I've been wanted to go live since I don't know how many days, how many weeks, how many months now, but time did not permit me. There is time for everything. And finally, we get it out. So finally, we get it out. Thank you so much. Oh no, what do I do? Sad. See what actors Ibrahim married. Comment the island. Yeah. Move notification to center. No. Okay. Okay. Well, okay. Okay. For Princess News. Thank you so much. Thank you, Okafor. What do I do? Why do I move action to center? Oh, no. What am I doing wrong here? Turn off notification. Okay. Now I get it. Okay. Tom and Kimi, you are welcome. Thank you so much. You can start baking. Go to anybody's kitchen and go and bake. Bake very well. Bake very good. Well done. Bake, and it should be golden brown. You know when your cake is fully baked. You know how it looks like. It's golden brown. Thank you, Princess Okafor in the building. Thank you so much. Princess of Carrefour, thank you so much. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. Oh my God, I'm so excited. The first of its kind. Oh my God. It took us a long time to fix this computer, but finally, thank you. Kendall, Lubena, let's bake. Tommy and Kimi. I know some people are here to bake, and I have a good baker in the house, and some people are hanging around, depending on the time after 7 when we will start discussion about dating, how young adults should start dating, and what they should look for, the costly things to look for when dating. Let me go bake too. Let me go and bake. Let me start baking too. Thank you for coming. Oh my God. I'm so excited today to see everyone in my house. Thank you so much for coming here to bake with me. Yeah, Tommy, Lubena. Yes, Kende is not a baker, but she's hanging around for their own period to come, 7 o'clock. I guess we're going to shift it to 7:30 because of the delay of the computer. So we made, yeah, Kende is just hanging around, she's just hanging around. And I know a couple of people are hanging around too. Pastor Kemi Adelufosi is hanging around too, for the time, for dating time, Pastor Kemi Adelufosi is hanging around. And I know a couple of people are hanging around, they want to see how we bake before we jump into dating and what to look for in dating. Judy, you are welcome. Thank you so much. That's my computer operator. I have to call her to help me out. Thank you. So Judy is hanging around too. I know a couple of people are hanging around, and I know I have some baker in the house anyway. Yeah, thank you so much. Queen Lizzie Ward, thank you. Thank you. I have a side comment here. Thank you. Let me go bake too. Let me go bake. Yeah, Big Six, thank you so much. Queen Lizzie, thank you for joining. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. Please, you know the rules for baking. You know the rules for baking. We have different type of cooking. We have steaming method. We have different type of method of cooking. You know, we have a steaming method, we have grilling method, we have a frying method, and we have baking method. So today we are here to bake. You know, the bakers in the house, you are welcome. Bakers in the house, you are welcome. You are welcome. Tom and Kimi, you are welcome. Okay. Even Mommy Mojere too. She's hanging around till around till like 7:30 before we start the dating discussion. Okay, you didn't have to wait till 7. Okay, please start, people. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, so 7 o'clock. I'll wait because I already put it in the flyer that 7 o'clock we will start the dating. So apparently some people may be waiting till that 7 before they log in. So why we're waiting? Because I don't want anybody to miss out from that program, that 7 o'clock program. So why? So we just start baking. We have 10 minutes, you know, I think approximately 10 minutes, you know, to bake. So we'll start baking till 7. Then we start discussion about dating. Then people can still be baking while we're discussing the dating matters. Dating matters. Let me go to some people's kitchen and see what they have there. So baking is a way of cooking. It's a way of cooking, you know, food. Okay. 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 Queen Lizzie what true? Yes. Yes. Queen Lizzie what say? Queen Lizzie what true? Yes. Yes. Queen Lizzie what say? Queen Lizzie what true? Yes. Yes. Queen Lizzie what say? Queen Lizzie what true? Yes. Yes. Queen Lizzie what say? This is interaction. Yes. Yes. This is interaction. Let me turn my off. Okay. Okay. You're all welcome. Welcome, 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 welcome. Welcome. So all the YouTubers start baking, start go to one another's house to bake, the YouTubers. From 6 to 7 is for the YouTubers to start baking. Even while we're still on dating discussion, the YouTubers can still be baking, can continue with their baking when we are, you know, focusing on dating. So 7 o'clock is for costly mistake when dating. Costly mistake when dating. My yesterday video is out about dating part 1. Yesterday is about dating part 1. It's out already. If you have not watched it, very interesting. It talks about dating. It talks about the importance of dating and when are you ready? When should our young adults, our youth, ready to date? You know, and also discuss the suggestion and make a suggestion about the approximately the age when they should start dating. Now, okay. The Cali would wanna bake. Yes, we wanna bake. I'm, I'm a dancer. Are you on the? Yeah, Queen Lizzie would. Yes, we have a good dancer in the house. We have a good bakers in the house. Good bakers. Sometimes I will even come to the platform like this and show people how to mix cake from the scratch. I will show people how to mix cake from the scratch. You know how you mix it. What are the ingredients you put together to bake, and and what make a cake to be moist and the firm, moist and firm. What makes us, and I'll be discussing so many things on the platform. Each time we come to the platform like this, we have 1 hour to discuss about cake baking, how to mix, and sometimes maybe how to decorate cake, how to do in a simple form. And if you want to commercialize it, it's also, you're welcome to do that. You know. So any question about baking, I'm here to answer you. Any question about baking, you are free to ask. The network. Oh, the network, you are welcome, DNT. Thank you so much. Yes, thank you, thank you. Finally, I got it out. You know, yes, what I want to learn how to date. Oh, okay. So if you want to learn how to date, hang around o'clock. We will start at 7 dots. We will start discussion about dating. Part 2. Let's keep the ball rolling. The bakers in the house. Let's keep the ball rolling. Let's start baking and bake very well. Bake very, very well. Mix all your mixing. Let it be thoroughly mixed. And bake. Some people bake at temperature of 250, while some bake at the temperature of 300. Sometimes I use 300 temperature to bake, and sometimes I use 250, depending on the size of the pan that I'm using in baking, the quantity, of the baking. If if I have a large one, I may use 300, so it can bake quick for me. When Lizzie word, okay, is DNT a baker? Yes. Oh, a data. She's both. DNT is both a baker and a data. Yes. DNT is both. Both. That's why she's hanging around. Okay. 7. Thumb up for the host, please. Thumb up for the host. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for joining. Yes. Mommy Ali, yes. She's just, yes, DNT is just like you. You want the both. You are a baker and you want to be part of the discussion. Wow. It's almost time, 5 minutes. So I know people will start joining now for the dating. Yeah. Yes, I want to. Yes, yes. Don't worry, I already back you up. I say you are for both. DNT, you are for both. can see it. Okay. Mommy Ali, you are something. You are something else. You may this is funny. You can say it baker and data. Oh, not baker and the other one. So okay, oh, I hear you, Mommy Ali. Okay, one a bit. It's going to be great tonight. Yes, it's going to be great tonight, Mommy Ali. Let's go. Yes, get ready for Sunday. We have not even finished it. It's Friday on. You are getting ready for Sunday. Ah, Abio, people with love tired. We have so many comedians here. Let's start baking. Start baking. Go to anybody's kitchen and start baking. If you have any questions, in regards to baking, you can just type it out and let me help you out. If you know any questions or you want clarification in any question, about baking method or about what kind of flour to use, because we have different kind of flours, different types of flours to use for baking. And we have butters, different butters to use for baking also, you know. So you have to know the um, right flour to use and the right butter to use, you know, and then the quantity of sugar and whatever you want to put in, you have to know the quantity. If not, your cake will not come out good. It won't come out nice. But when you know the quantity, you know the quantity you want to use, then your cake will come out, and it will be fluffy, and everybody will like it when you give them to taste. I'm looking at that. Okay. So while we're still baking, let me. So it's 7 now. So we have to start our. Yeah. It's time. Let's start baking. Let's see. Um, um, Come and rescue me. Queen Lizzie Ward, rescue you from what? From Mami Ali? I know Mami Ali can bake real good cake. You know, she know how to bake. And even Queen Lizzie Ward, you know how to bake too. Let's keep the ball rolling. Let's start baking. We are about to start dating now. The costly mistake when dating. Costly mistake when dating. Let me type it. Let me type it out. Costly mistake when dating part 2. Dating part 2, yeah. Okay. So now let me see how many bakers we have and how many. Okay. Okay. I guess we can start now, but people are still joining. And as many that will be joining us, if you're a baker, you can say, oh, Queen Emma, thank you for joining. I'm here. Thank you so much for joining, my sister. Thank you. While we're discussing on dating, you can start baking. If you're a baker, you start baking, check all the chat here and start, to bake with someone if you're a baker. Because we started baking since around, I think approximately 6:30. We started baking, and according to the flyer, we say 7 o'clock. We'll start discussing about dating, the importance of dating, and the costly mistakes. I think S should be here. Let me see if I can. Mistakes, because we have plenty of mistakes. Let me retype it again. I will retype it here. No, yeah. Okay. Let me retype it. Retype the costly. Mistakes. Because we're not going to discuss only one. We have a couple of them to discuss, and the people here are here to discuss, to join us in our discussion too. Costly mistakes when dating. When dating. Yeah. Costly mistakes when dating. Yeah. That too. When dating. Yes. Costly mistakes when dating. No, dating part 2. Costly mistakes when dating part 2. Yeah. Delicately, Queen is a word. I ignore you. I ignore you. I want to listen attentively. No distraction. No distraction. Yes. Now let's move to dating now, because I don't want to waste much of our time. If you're a baker, please, you can continue baking. Oh, Nitro Gamma, thank you so much for joining. We have so many bakers in the house. You can glance through all the bakers and go to their kitchen and bake with them. Bake really good baking and well done, please. You all know the rules of the house. Bake really good. Mix the dough very well. Oh, Samuel Ayedun, thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much. We're about to start discussing about dating. The costly, I put the question here, the costly mistakes when dating. Yesterday, I posted a video out, the part 1 of dating. I discussed in the video part 1, I discussed so many things about what is dating, the importance of dating, and how our young folks, how our young girls and a boy, how they should date, what is the meaning of that dating, and when should they start to date, when should they start to date? So I discussed about that in the first video, part 1. But today we're here to chat. We're here to rub ideas. We're here to blend ideas together so that our young girls, our young boys, they will catch up something. They will be imparted, so that when it's their time to start to date, they will know the necessary things to look for. And if that necessary things is not there, then they know what to do at the particular time, and they don't want to rush into dating. All those things are discussed in part, but we can still glance through it today, And I think in my 2 weeks ago, I discussed something about rushing in marriage. There's no rushing in marriage. There's no, there's no point to rush in marriage, because a marriage is everlasting, everlasting home. You want to enjoy your home. So there are so many things you place in order before you can now say, oh, I am ready for marriage. Now let's discuss. This is discussion forum now. We are in discussion forum, and you can leave your comments. You can leave what you have to say. You can leave it here, and I'll read it out to people's hearing. So now, yeah, and all the bakers in the house, don't quit. All the bakers, you can stay behind, hang around. Some bakers may still be coming, so you can bake in their kitchen also. Why you listen to or you read the comments of some people here. Now, let's start with dating. When we talk about dating, what does that mean? Because in the society of nowadays, people define dating in different ways. People define dating different forms. So let's discuss the open discussion now. What is real dating all about? For our young folks, what is dating? Is it dating? Is dating test drive? Oluwadamilola Ekundayo, thank you so much for joining. Oluwadamilola Ekundayo, thank you so much. We are discussing about dating. Very important topic now. It's 7 o'clock, or it's 7:07. So we want to jump into the dating, the topic for today, dating. So now let's start chatting. Let's start the discussion about dating. What is dating mean to us? If you're an older person in the house, you can type it for the younger ones to say, what is dating all about? What is dating according to us? What do we understand by dating? Is dating a test drive? When you want to buy a car, when you go to the car dealer and you tell the car dealer, this is the kind of car I want. What you figure out what you want in your brain, and oh, I want Lexus. Oh no, I want 2020. And in fact, that's my next car, by God's grace. That's my Fumilayo Bolaji. That's my sister Fumilayo Bolaji. I'm here with you. Great job. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. That's my blood sister. She joined all the way from Nigeria. That's great. Thank you so much. So you are still awake. Thank you. So we are discussing dating now, about dating. I was saying something. I was saying one story about buying a car. When you want to buy a car, you just have to go to the dealer or the car shop, and you say, oh, this is the kind. You already pre-notion what kind or what type of car you want. And when you get there, you select what the car you want, and you tell the seller or the dealer. You tell the dealer, oh, I want to buy this car, but I need to test drive it. And the dealer will have no option than said, okay, go test drive it. You can test drive. I don't know how many cars is there. You can test drive so many cars there, 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, before you finally, made up your mind and you say, oh, this is the one that sounds so good, that looks so beautiful, and this is the one I want, and you go for it. But in marriage, in dating, don't let us even talk about marriage, because it's not yet marriage yet. Let's talk about dating. In dating now, let me see. Don't go down. I think I'm charging it. Yeah. I think I'm charging it. Okay. So in dating now, what is dating all about? Is it the way we buy car in the car dealer shop? Is it test driving? Do you test drive before you say you finally made up your mind that, okay, after the dating, oh, this is the guy I want, or this is the lady I want to marry, and then you go for it? So let's start discussion now. Dating is what? Is dating test drive? Somebody should type the answer there, please. Is dating test driving? Yes or no? Yes or no? Try and error. Yes. Yeah, DNT WOK said. Yes, try and error. Somebody said try and error. So that is try and error. You are trying. If you are trying to test drive, if it is a lady and you are test driving a lady, so if the lady is not good, so you just need to abandon the lady if the lady is not good to you anymore. You just abandon the lady, and the lady is left with guilt in her brain, left with guilt that somebody has, do this with me. For the rest of her life, she'll be thinking about that. Try and error. And if it works, then you go for it. You go, and finally, they test drive you, and it works, and you finally, marry. But we would talk about that. I want to read all the comments. I'm here with you. Great job. Thank you so much. Try and error. Mommy Ali said, okay, you can test drive, but you also have to know how much you have in your pockets. And with that money, which car you can buy. You see? Even Mommy Ali said, even when you go to car dealer, you can test drive as many cars you want, but depending on your pocket, what you have in your pocket. If you have money, do you have money, enough money to purchase this? Do you have enough money to purchase that? Just okay. She's Queen Lizzie Ward. She's second hand. You see, Queen Lizzie Ward. Thank you so much. She's second hand. Second hand. If you're a lady, if you're a girl, and you allowed someone to test drive you, and eventually that person did not marry you, so you become a second hand. Yes, second hand. You become a Okay, Ali. Okay, you have it in the back of your mind. Okay, that you want a certain car. Yeah. And if you can't avoid it, yeah, you don't buy it. So if you see a lady, if you see a lady which is car, then you wait on the approval from God. So Mommy Ali used a lady to represent the car, and they use money to represent the approval. So a lady have to get the approval of God. God. Because God has created us for a purpose and for a reason. So Mommy Ali said a lady has to wait. So that means, in our own opinion, a lady has to seek the opinion of the higher power of the supreme being, which is God Almighty. So you have to pray for God's direction. The path of the path of a righteous man is being directed by God. So if you are using your head knowledge to do whatever you want to do, then there's possibility for you to become a second hand in the later. Mommy Ali was saying, I'm just expatiate what Mommy Ali is saying now. Yeah. So approval of God. You have to pray for God to give you approval. Is this the right person to go with? Is this the right person to go with? Is this the right? Is it the bone of my bone, the flesh of my flesh? In the Garden of Eden, God created Adam, and He created Eve from the ribs of the Adam. And when Adam saw Eve, he said, "Oh my God, this is the bone of my bone, the flesh of my flesh, and she shall be called woman." And since that day, they become compatible. Even when they fell short of the glory of God, when they ate the forbidden fruit, the commitment is there. They did not, say, "Oh, you're the one that make me eat the food that God said we should not eat." And then Adam did not say, you have to go. Go. No, he didn't say that. Because they have been committed to each other. So they stayed intact. They stayed together, Let me read another comment. People in the house. Anu. Yes, leftover. Hey, my God, leftover. Which is leftover? Somebody has ate, a little part of it, and the leftover. I don't say it's leftover. That's leftover. And most of the guys nowadays, they don't want leftover food. No, they want the real, what will I say? They want the one that is well prepared. You know, that's what they want. Thank you, Anu. Thank you for joining, Anu. Thank you so much. Leftover. Who wants to be left over? You don't want to be left over. Okay. Mikali and the Queen is the word. Okay. No more Oshara or tear rubber. The rubber is already torn. Yes, no more Oshara, no more tear rubber. Even the guy will not be eager anymore because you have been sleeping around with the guy. So the guy knows in and out of you. He already knows you. He has seen the whole part of your body. He has already seen it. He see the way it looks like. He see the way from the top to the bottom. He see how the guys have seen how it looks like. So you are no more enticing. You are no more. Fascinating. You are no more, it will say, and then if you want to go, you can go. If you want to go, you can go, No more tear rubber. When you buy a new car, but that's my next, what do I say? My next agenda, by God's grace, tear rubber. So that it's me that I will remove the whatever is being covered with, brand new. It's a plan big and dream big. I'm planning big and I'm dreaming big. Tear rubber. Thank you, Lizzie Ward. That's my next agenda, by God's grace. Anyway, then what? Yes. I'm reading your comments. Who again? Okay, Queen Lizzie Ward. Yes. I'm shy. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. That's what is happening these days. That's happening. 1 second, please. Okay, so that's what is happening these days. That's what is happening. You want to keep yourself intact. You even when you are, Anu, she's not shy. Oh, she's not. Oh, okay. And she may be shy for other people because I know she passed that already. She passed that already successfully, and thank God. Okay. Mauyo Akao. Hello, this is Odelia. Oh, Odelia, thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much. Thank you, Queen Emma. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Ma. Thank you, sis. Thank you so much. So we are discussing an important topic about dating. So we are discussing what is dating all about, and we started discussing with dating. And we have a lot of comments. You can. If you are just joining, you can scroll up or scroll down and read all the comments that people, already put down. So now let's continue. So what is dating? Now, if dating is not all this that we're talking about, it's not test driving, it's not let me use all the word Oshara, it's not leftovers, if dating is not all this, so what is dating all about? Because we have our young folks on the platform, so they want to know how real dating should be, in a real sense. What is dating? And then, maybe we should define what is dating first before we move further. So what is dating? Hello, let me hear from you before. Okay, Queen. Yes, thank you. I know you'll be quiet. Okay, so now what is real dating now? How should let's define what is dating before we now move to the age that they should, the corresponded age that all these kids should start to date. So dating is a period of what? Okay, nobody want to start? Some people refer it to as dating, and some people refer it to as courtship, or it's the same meaning. So what is that? When you say, oh, I'm dating so person, oh, I'm dating so person, I'm dating that person. So what does that dating mean? a real sense. And society define dating in different ways. What is the ideal? An ideal dating. Get it? Okay. No, okay. Okay, Just Star. Okay. Just Star said, getting to know the person before fully committing. So dating is getting to know somebody before fully. So if you're looking for somebody from afar or off, you have a distance. You cannot know that person very well. So until you move closer with that person, then you will know. You start to study that person. You start to know what is that person, who is that person, how did that person behave, what qualification that person has, and what goal. Does that person have a goal or not? Am I compatible with this person or not? So dating is all those, just as said, I'm just expatiating what people are saying now. So getting to know the person before fully committing yourself to a long-lasting relationship like marriage. Because marriage is a destiny and is a long-lasting relationship. That's how God has made it. Long-lasting. Nobody wants to divorce. Nobody wants to go into enter into problem after marriage, but you want peaceful marriage. You want peaceful marriage. You want your marriage to be heaven on earth, in marital bliss. You want to enjoy your marriage. You want to enjoy your marriage. So before committing, yes, before you just say, oh, I do, or I do. I want to know the beliefs of that man, the faith of that man. I want to know. Is it compatible with me, with my beliefs or faith? What I believe, does that person believe about that? If not, there will be friction. If you believe this way and the other person believe that way, it is incompatible. So there will be friction. Okay. Dating is getting to know one another. Okay, without any intimacy. Mami Ali said, dating is getting to know one another. It's getting to know one another without intimacy. No intimacy at all. Intimacy we're talking about is knew each other on the bed. Knew each other on the bed. So that's what Mami Ali is saying. So without that, without any intimacy, no intimacy at all. I want to know you. I will study you. I want to know who you are. I want to know what you believe in. I want to know whether we are compatible or not. I want to know whether you are ready for marriage or not. Not everybody you see outside that are ready for marriage. Even when you are ready, they may not be ready. Those guys, some, let me say not all. They may not be ready. So you want to know if that person is ready. If you are ready and you think you are ready, you are emotionally and your feeling is sound, you can control your emotion, you can control your feelings, and you think, oh, this is, I think I am ready for it. Your reasoning is sound, and you think, oh, I'm ready for this now. Is that guy ready also? If that guy is not ready and you are ready and you are still hanging out, we will come to that. How long should people date? How long should we'll come to that later. Someone is getting to know without intimacy. No intimacy at all. No test drive at all. You don't want to test drive, because if you allow people to test drive you, you will become, like Anu said, you will become leftover. You become abandoned property. You become you may become useless, and you don't want all this. You don't want all this. You want to keep yourself intact. You want to keep yourself till that glorious day when you will say, I do, I do. Dating is getting to know, either good or bad. Either good or bad. So that's what dating is a period in which a boy and a girl, a mature girl and a mature boy, they are in love with each other. And when they're in love with each other, they start a relationship. You know, before you can say, oh, that dating is a big word. People just, you use it this nowadays. I don't know why, how some people use it nowadays. You know, it's a common language. I am dating so person. I am dating that person. Even when that child or that's even when that lady or that guy is still in school, they'll say, I'm dating, I'm dating. It's a big word that should not be used anyhow. Before you start dating, you start from relationship. You start from friendship. Friendship and relationship can last forever. But dating cannot. Dating cannot last forever. You can't be dating for donkey years. And you are still saying you're dating for 7 years, 10 years, 50. I even had some people, they are very proud of that. Oh, I've been in a relationship, you know, dating my fiancé for about 15 years now. I said, 15 years for what? 10 years for what? For what? Hi, did I miss anything? You didn't, Taye, you didn't miss so much, but you still you still catch up. So dating. So now we are discussing about dating. If you scroll down, up and down of the comments section, you will see all what our mummies, our sisters, and your mates, what they have putting down about dating, you know, about dating there. So we have so many things. So dating, don't let young ones, we are telling you, please, don't let anybody test drive you. And you know what the funniest part? You don't want to be test drive too. I know you have a good mind. Even when you have a relationship, when you are in a friendship with a guy, maybe from school or something, you know, not dating, but friendship, you know, you have a good intention. But that's your good intention, if not properly checked, if not cautioned, if not discipline yourself, you will enter into what I said in my last video. You will slide into sexual immorality. You don't jump into it, you slide into it. Most of these people you see these days, you know, they don't want to be pregnant at early part of their life. They don't want it, but they did not take precaution early, and that's why they find themselves in what they find themselves. Let me not call it mess. They find themselves in that category, you know. They find themselves, you slide into it. You slide into it. So dating is a big word. Please don't use it anyhow. Before you start dating someone, then you agree that within 1 year, within 2 years, we should be getting married. Within 2 years, we should be getting yes. The date, they date for so long to avoid the safe for the if they date for so long, you know what that causes? If they date for so long, then they become familiar. Too much familiarity has entered. You know, when you date for 10 years, you've already know that person, you've already, you know, going to that person's house. 10 years, you're already going to that person's house, you're already helping that person. Let me help you cook, let me help you do some laundry, let me help you do some little things. You know, you are not yet married. So you don't, for now, you don't need all that. The mom will cook for him, and your mom and you, or if it is you cooking at home, you will cook at home. So if you date so long, then they already, you know, peradventures, maybe you slide into it. You slide into sexual immorality. You slide into it because it doesn't. You don't jump into it. That person is seeing you every day for 10 years. He's seeing you every day. You talking every day. You going out every day. You do things together. You do. Now it would be you'll be the necessary need, the first something, and it start from there. Please wait. Okay. Okay. Can people still hear me? Can you hear me, please? Can you hear me? Hello, Tom and Kim. 10 years is too long. 10 years is, yes, Queen Lizzie, what? 10 years is too long. It's too long. Too much familiarity. Too much familiarity. Everybody too much already know you, or she already know him. You know his temperament. She know your temperament. And later now, along the line, maybe you are 7 or 8 years along the line, you now say, you know what? I don't think I can put up with you because you grow angry too much, or you don't listen. When I say something, you don't listen to me. You don't. So everything, your nakedness is being opened out. All your nakedness, what's your trait, your character trait is being open, wide open to him. He already knows you. He already knows you. So now he will say, oh, you know what? I know, I'm sorry. I don't want to disappoint you, but at this moment, I don't think we can continue. I don't think we can continue. I can't continue with it's too long, better purpose. Yes. I don't think I can continue. So too long dating is not good at all. At all. It's not good. So now we already know what dating is all about. Is to become familiar with each other. And that dating is a big word. Please use friendship. Just start from friendship. Friendship can last for donkey years. It can last how many years? You still friendship. And friendship, there's a boundary in friendship. There's a boundary in friendship. So friendship lasts long. But dating, dating should not last for a long time. At least maybe 2, maybe 3. If people wait till like 5 years during the dating, probably one of them is still in school and want to finish from school before they now do the ceremony, or they now do the marriage. Probably that person is in school, or that person is in training. Then you can go to 5 years or something if that person is in school. But if both of you have finished school and you are working, there's nothing that we stop you from marrying between 2 years if both of you are compatible. If you pray and God says this is the right man for you. Now let's move to another something. Before our young girls and young boys start to date, what are the things to be properly sorted out in their life? Let me say in their life. What are the things to take care of first before you can say you want to start to date? What are some things to take care of? I need the input, chatting. This is a chatting room. This is the chatting room. What are the things? What are the things? They should be able to love themselves. Yes, they should be able to love themselves. So you should be able to love yourself, know whom you are. When you know whom you are, then you will be able to love yourself. When you know the purpose of God for your life, then you'll be able to love yourself and keep yourself. When you know why God created you, you will be able to love yourself. There is purpose for everyone on earth. There is purpose why God created us. What is the purpose? So love yourself, able to love themselves. What are the things? They should be able to love Queen Lizzie word, not an high school student. Be emotionally stable. Queen Lizzie word, she said, not an high school student. An high school student, not an high school, be emotionally stable. So before you can say, oh, okay, I want to commit myself to dating someone, not an high school, because high school student, you are still a teenager. In high school, you are still what? A teenager. You are still a teenager. I don't think you can control your emotion and your feelings at that period. You can't control your emotion and your feelings. And if you cannot control your emotion and your feelings, then you will not be able to control your passion. You will not. Because when you start dating a guy and the guy now say, oh no, you two, you just tell the guy, oh, you know what, we're going to start, I can start dating you now, but you know what, I'm still in high school. I'm not going to let you touch me. I'm not going to let you kiss me. I know, state all those things down. I'm not going to let you do this or let you do that. And the guy will say, oh yes, all those things I will do. And gradually, the guy now will say, oh, let's go to nearby restaurant or nearby something and buy something. I think I have something, some amount of money in my pocket, let me just buy you something. And you go with him and he buy it. The first day buying, the second day you were discussing about, oh, how is that subject, math or science? I don't even get it. Then you start, you are meeting the necessary things need. And the girl now will be, we have the girl's brain. It's very easy to, and then they say, oh, yes, that's science. I need someone to be teaching me more. I want to know more. You say, oh, I can teach you because I know science more better. Then you now start teaching the science. What topic? From there, gradually, and if you are not, you didn't take notes or notice of yourself, gradually you are meeting the needs. Okay, teaching me science, teaching me social studies or whatever, or math, teaching me. And after some times now, then before, when you are discussing, everybody keep hands to themselves. When you are discussing, you just discuss, and I discuss, and I look at you, looking, and gradually you upgrade yourself from keeping hands to yourself and begin to touch, yourself. Hey, how are you? You are thinking you are playing. It's just a play. Hey, how are you? Did you see the movie that came out? You tapping him or he's tapping you. It moving from keeping hands to yourself to tapping zone, to touching zone. And when you get to touching zone, then gradually, after some times, you'll be touching. You didn't say anything, and it doesn't make anything, you're touching. And after touching, you graduated again. You move again from touching to, did you say we will not kiss? He said, yes. I said, no, we're not going to kiss. We're not going to kiss, but, just peg. Because, that love is growing gradually. No, we're not going to kiss because I know you say there's no kiss. I want to stay in your boundary. We're not going to kiss. And you say, okay, we're not going to say, but just peg. What do they call it? Peg. Just peg me from here. I just want to feel your lips coming to my cheek. That doesn't mean anything. And that will not make you pregnant anyway. So and you too, you are not, you didn't think deeply, and you say, oh, it's pegging. Pegging is not anything. Yes, and they won't write it there, and nobody's seeing me. Nobody's seeing me now. We're in a hidden environment. Let me just peg. Then you are laughing, and you peg that person. You peg that person, and then from pegging now, you are moving gradually. You are sliding gradually. From pegging now, you now move from pegging. After some times, you will tired of that pegging. Then you now say, you know what? Didn't you say you don't want to be pregnant? You can never be getting pregnant with me with kissing. Just your lips. I just want to test your lips. Just, no, nothing. We're not going to do anything. And you move gradually to kissing zone. And when you move to kissing, I'm talking to high school, the teenagers now. Why you shouldn't start dating from now. Dating is a biggest word. It's a big word that you don't even joke with it at this time. Now you move from pegging zone to kissing zone, direct mouth-to-mouth resuscitation. And when it comes to that, there's hormones that is attached to your body, that's in your body. That will be, the moment you start kissing someone, you are moved already. And once you are moved, and that person begin to touch you from that kissing, what else? If you are in a corner or in a room, that's it. You just slide into it. Before you know, you say, what did I just do? Oh my God. And I say, I'm not going to do this, So prevention is always better than cure. You prevent it. That is it. Prevent it, total prevention. At this period, when you are in your school, when you are in school, your teenagers period, when you are in school, at this period, what do you supposed to do? Is you're supposed to be facing your study, your goal should be spelled out. What do I want to become in future? You have seen so many people in high rank. They did not mess up because they have a goal, they have a purpose, they pursue their destiny. God will define your purpose. He will define your purpose for you. But you have a responsibility, a role to play. You have a role to play. And what is that role? You have a role to play. You have some things that you put in order for you to be able to reach your destination, your destiny. Now let me pause and read what or comment of other people. You know, because I don't want to be the only one talking. Teenagers, you're not ready yet. You want to define your purpose. You want to define your goal. You want to pursue it, your career. You want to pursue your career. Why other of your young, I know some of your young mates may be doing it. That doesn't mean you should be doing it. They are not you. You are different. The book of Pt.2. You are different. You are peculiar people, royal priesthood, a holy nation. Peculiar people, you are peculiar. You are not like them. So you are not like them, and you shouldn't behave like them. Why those people are going into dating, even why they are not ready, what do you supposed to do? You pay attention to your what? To your career, to your goal. You want to be different. You want to be distinct. You want to get an higher honor roll. You want to get all those. You want to get higher honor roll, your honor roll. And if you're in college, your early part of your college, you want to strive to your name to be in a DIN record. In a DIN record. So all these things should occupy your mind. I do tell people, especially the teen, I will soon read all the comments of people now. I do tell the youth, the young adults, or the teenagers that are still in school, that are not ready. Their emotion is not ready. Their feelings is not ready. It's not sound and ready for it, because they can fall into anything at that moment. I told them, I said, you know, when you are in school and you put 100% attention on your career, on your book, now you now have a boyfriend, or you have someone you are dating. Your attention will be divided. There's no how. Don't tell me I will put 100% my attention on my education. No, you can never do it, because your attention is being divided now. Part of your attention will be for that boy, will be for that guy, and you'll be thinking about that guy. You'll be testing the time you're supposed to be doing your assignment, do your homework. You'll be testing him. He too will be testing you back and front. A time is going, and time wait for no one. You can't reverse your time back again. We're testing. So you have allocate another percentage for that guy. You allocate another percentage for that guy. It's not 100% on your education anymore. And that will tell. Let me read some of the comments out now. Okay. Someone said, okay, 10 years scare. Remember, they say 10 years scare. Someone that started medical school would have completed the degree and the housemanship. So, you see, and they should be able to love themselves. So they should be able to love yourself, please. Love yourself. Don't become a second hand. Don't become agbero. Don't become kasha. Don't become what else people said. Now let me read. Not an high school student, but emotionally stable. Yes. When this is what the guy will say. Okay, show me proof that you love me. Yes, some guys will say, show me the proof that you love me. And what is the proof that you want to show? You kiss. And once you kiss, there's the hormones that's attached to kiss. All your body will be moved. When you do the mouth-to-mouth resuscitation, moved. And when your body is moved, then there's no option than to, when you are kissing, you have to put each other's, you have to embrace each other. And once you embrace each other, then what happened? Okay, is dating the same thing as courtship? Is dating the same thing as courtship? If not, what is the difference between dating and now? This is another discussion. Is dating different from courtship? That's another discussion. Is dating different from courtship? House? True talk. Thank you. D network. Thank you so much. Is dating different from courtship? And if not, if yes, okay. If not, what is the difference between dating and courtship? Let's start. Let's keep the ball rolling. The baker of the house, you can still be baking around while we are still on our discussion. Let's go. If we have the young ones in the house, we can answer the question too. Let's go. Okay. Lizzie Ward, would you, okay, you are right. Prove it to me. And you really love me. Yeah, true talk. Okay, courtship is when a guy already proposed to the girl. Yeah, okay. Okay, okay, okay. Queen Emma, okay, I feel it, okay. Courtship is a relationship that is okay. It's it's a way to marriage, whereas dating isn't. Okay, okay. So, okay, the same page, the dating stage is the prior to proposal. Okay. So dating is before proposing that I want to marry you. You still studying each other, become familiar with each other, and when you get to courtship, then it means, oh, this is real. This is becoming real now. Yeah. Yes. Do anybody have any opinion? What is, Mommy Adewi? Do you have any opinion in regards to what? Mommy Adewi, do you have any opinion to us what? When to what Ima and Queen Lizzie what said in regards to dating and courtship? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Is Mami Adewu still in the house? Okay, Judith. Judy. Okay, Judy. Courtship is a more serious. Okay, courtship is a more serious relationship likely to lead to marriage. Okay, so courtship is it's grade by grade. So dating, it starts from relationship. Let's say it starts from relationship, friendship. Then from friendship you upgrade yourself to dating. Then from dating you upgrade yourself to courtship. So it's a more serious one. When you enter into courtship, then you know you have entered the final stage before marriage. Is Mami Adewi still in the house? So courtship is when a man is, attempt that yes, finally I get the real one. Come rain, come shine. It's you. Okay. Is Mami Adewi still in house? Or maybe she's typing. She's typing. Mommy is still typing. Mommy is still typing. Okay, while Mommy is still typing, now let's move to the costly mistake. Our topic now, costly mistakes. We have S after it. Costly mistakes when dating. Now we all know you shouldn't start dates when you are not ready for it. And so what if you are not ready for it? So when are you ready for it? Now let's do that before we go to costly. Costly mistake will be the final one. So when are you ready for? When should our young folks ready for it? Now let me see. When you want to type the figure, you type it in Word. If you want to say when they are ready for it, if you want to say 19th, you type it in Word, 19th years old or 20 years old. You type it in Word, not in numbers. Now, suggestion. Let's go. Suggest. You are just suggesting, so it's never too harmful to suggest something. You know, when should our young adults start to date? No, relationship has no, you can start friendship. Friendship is normal. You can have a schoolmate friendship. You can do office mate friendship. You can do classmates friendship. That friendship is friendship with boundary. You can do that. It can last, for many years. But this dating, because when you enter into dating, you are gradually go into courtship. So now, before even you can start dating, or at what age is ideal? Okay, there is no age for readiness. Everyone is different. People mature differently also. There's no people mature different. But ideally, like precisely, like what age? Even if you matured, because I know why I'm saying this. Okay, Judy, when you are mentally and emotionally stable, okay, independently and ready for marriage, okay. Someone said, okay, to be honest, no specific age. A girl can get married at any age from 20 years old. Be watchful and be praying. Okay. Somebody says, ideally, maybe 20 years old. But another person said, when you are mentally and emotionally stable and independent, underline that. I love that. Independent, okay, I put okay, independently, I put that. Ready for marriage. Independently ready. You know why you are still teenagers, why you are still attending your school, why you are still in your parents' house is a big opportunity. And don't misuse that opportunity at all, because that's what sound good for me. That's why I'm emphasizing it. Independently, independently. So now, while you are in your parents' house, is a big how do I say, what do I put, how do I put this? It's an opportunity for you to still be there in your parents' house, because in your parents' house you learn out. That's the place. You can never learn it anywhere. That is the place you learn about relationship, how to cope with relationship, how to form a good relationship. You start from your own. So while you are still studying, while you are still in your career, while you are still in your school, still at home, what you need to, because if you don't learn all these things from your parents' house, there's no how when you meet the right person, there is no, you will not be compatible. So you have to be able to ready. Judy said, when you are mentally and emotionally stable, independent, Independent means by yourself. You are able to think by yourself. All what you need to do, you are able to do it without someone else instruct you to do it. How to make a relationship? How do you go along with your parents at home? How do you go along with your sibling at home? That we can tell. It has a lot to say about the person you are about to date, how you will go along with the person. Your character is being practiced. It's being modeling from home. If your character is bad, if your behavior is bad, and you did not care to fix it while you are in your parents' house, then when you meet with someone, the right person, you will not be able to fix it. And it will tell, that person will not be able to condole you. That person will say, you have a nasty attitude. I can't withstand you after a period of time, maybe after a year or after a few months of dating. That person will come out and say, you know what, I can't withstand you because you have a bad attitude. So you can't fix it there. You can't. And anyone you meet, that's what the same comments, the same thing they will be saying about you. So you have to be able to fix yourself in your house, in your parents' house where you are in now. When you are not ready for it, then you start. You start, it's a training ground. It's a training ground. You start to think about, oh, is my mommy talking about this character too much? Is my sibling complaining about me? What are they complaining about me, for? Then you start fixing it. Okay, how can I calm down to be angry? So when I'm angry with them, what do I do? Anger management. You have to set your own anger. If you have anger issue, listen to me. Nobody, no guys want to cope with someone with anger issue. You have to be able to manage your anger and say to yourself, or find a common ground to look for anger management. If I'm angry, what should I do? I think I should listen to music. Maybe gospel music will calm me down. And you pray for the Holy Spirit to help you out. Behavior, character is part of the fruit of the Spirit. You need it. This is the only thing that can sustain your dating, or can sustain your courtship, or can sustain your marriage. Yes. How to cook? Do you know how to cook? Common things. Little things at home. You have to learn all these things before you go, before you finally say, I'm ready. Know how to cook. Even you may not be the only one cooking when you marry. Your husband may be helping you out. And that's why we are teaching all our boys now, not before, now, how to cook too. So that their wife will not become slave to them all the time. So they will be given a helping hand. Since we are helpmates, they will be giving their wife helping hands. We are teaching them now. So let me read more comments. Okay. Courage from 20 years old. Be watchful and be prayerful. Somebody make a suggestion from 20 years old and be with prayer, so that God, even before you start to think about your right partner, start praying for it. Start praying about it. That God, when it is time for me, let me not meet a wrong guy. It's a prayer point. Start praying about it. It's not too late to start praying about a right partner right from now. Start praying. I want a nice guy, a God, the one that you have destiny for my life, the one that will help me, will help my destiny, because you are there to help each other's destiny to be fulfilled. You start praying for it. He said she mentioned 20 years old. So 20 years old, you can start a friendship. You start from friendship. And by the time you get to 24, 25, then you can enter into dating. You can enter 24, 25. You can enter because you are familiar with it. You can enter into dating. Into dating. That is more responsibilities. Yes, I'm working towards this. You can start dating. And now from there, you move. Because, we all have developmental stages. We have physical development. We have social development, and whereby you can interact. People develop easily in all this area. physical development, social development, they develop easily. But emotional development and intellectual development, before a child can be fully developed in this area, the psychologists, they said between age 25 to 27, before you can be fully developed in reasoning and in feelings. They stated that age, that between age 25 to 27 would be appropriate age for a girl, or a girl, I'm talking about again now, to be fully developed in their reasoning. And the boy, you know, it's not the same with girl. Boy, they have to, you know, their age has to be, you know, before they know what they want. But at age 25, a girl know what she wants already. 25, 26, they know what they want. Their goal is being spelled out. They know their purpose. They can reason very well at that age, you know. Not just guy want to cope, okay, with anger, but ladies also can't deal with angry guys. Yes, it's both, vice versa. Even the guys too, they can't deal with someone with anger issue, and even vice versa. You know, angry. To be angry is not good. It's not a good thing at all, because some people, when they are angry, there's nothing they cannot do. They can break the wall loose. They can, and after they've done all those things, their eyes will be wide open, and they will say, "Oh, what did I just do? Oh my God, no." So while you are in your home, while you are in your parents' house, learn how to fix that. Pray for God to help you how to fix that. Is Mommy Adewi in the house, so that she can talk on the courtship and dating before we move? So that between that period will be ideal. Will be ideal. You know, that period will be ideal to enter. You can do relationship, honestly. A friendship. A friendship has no limit, but it has boundary. Friendship has boundary. You can be friend for a long time. And even from friendship can resort to dating, you know. So now let's move to costly. The costly mistake when dating. We're about to round up. Costly mistakes when dating. What are the things that people costly mistake when dating? Are some people, what are the costly mistakes that they do when dating? What are the mistakes they do when dating? So many things we have discussed in our discussion, but when dating, what are the costly mistakes when dating? Oh my God. Let me type. Some of the things we discussed already. The anger, yes. What are the costly things, you know, costly mistakes when dating? What about dating too soon? Dating too soon may be one costly mistake some people do. When you start dating too soon, you rush into marriage, or you date too early. Too early and too soon is the same. So that may be costly mistake that some people do when you date too soon, when you are not ready for it. Physically, you are not, emotionally, you are not ready. Because you can't control your feelings. You can't control your emotion. You can't control it. As teenagers, you can't control it. So if you can't control your feelings, you can't control your emotion, then you will not be able to control your passion. So dating very soon, maybe, it can lead to heart attack and depression. Yes. Thank you, Judy. Thank you so much. It can lead to heart attack, heartbreak. She said She said, yes. She said it can lead to heartbreak and depression. Yes. Because when you cannot control your emotion, you can't control your feelings, and you are dating, you are still a young girl or a young boy. That's your career is not, you have not figured out your career, you have not figured out your purpose, and this is the things that you bring in your front. And when you start dating someone, or you start, dating someone, and then after some time, that person you are dating will see another person that is more better than you, because he has stayed too long with you, seeing your in and outs, seeing your weakness already. So he'll be working against your weakness and say, you know what? I can't deal with this anymore. And switch. You know how you switch light? When the light is off and then you enter the room, you say, oh, it's too dark. And you switch it off. You switch it on. So when you switch the light on, the brighter emulates the darkness. So the guy now will say, oh, you know what? I see so person. And that person they now switch to another girl. Or if it is a girl, now switch to another boy. I can't put up with this guy anymore, because he's not worthy. He doesn't satisfy me, the way I want, or he doesn't buy me gifts, or he doesn't buy me this, or he doesn't buy me that. Then he switch or she switch. Then what will left of you? Now answer to Judy. He said it can lead to heartbreak and depression. You'll be depressed because you love that person dearly. You love that guy or you love that lady. And once when that lady say, I'm no more doing, then your heart is break. Then you start crying, you start weeping, you start thinking. Then you start your mood change. And when they ask you at home, what happened to you? You say nothing. And whereas you are changed, because you are still thinking about that guy that cheats you. You're still thinking about him. Or you are still thinking about her, vice versa. So what else? We talk so many things already. Too long. We already discussed about that. Dating too long is not good, because your nakedness have been seen. You are acting, you are imitating. Even when some people, when they date too long, they become too familiar with each other. They became too familiar with their family. Two families. They become too familiar with their family, and there's nothing they can do. Shebi, everybody already knew us that we are going together, even when the dating period range is long. The span is wide, going wider. And no, you didn't decide yet what you want to do in life. You don't want to do that. And after sometimes now, and the guy, because the guy already see your nakedness, already see your weakness, and that weakness will be working against you. So you are already married by imitation, imitating marriage. Okay, Diana, common mistakes in dating is the person may not even want to marry again. You see, someone said, auntie, that's my auntie from back home. So she said, common mistakes in dating is the person may not even want to marry anymore, may not want to marry again if it's too long. Because they already see you. They will say, finished you. They see you already. They see your everything, your weakness. Everything is being open to him. And you are not attached yet. You are not attached with covenants of marriage yet. Because when you say, I do, there's a covenant that binds you guys together as husband and wife. And you guys need to be committed to each other. But this is not there. So anytime he can say, oh, I'm no more doing again. Just like Auntie said, I'm no more doing again, and depart. you know, go for another thing. So what are the costly things again? Another costly things. Yes, I'm still looking. Tom and Kimmy, I'm still here. Thank you so much. So you're still here. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for hanging. You can give us your own thoughts too. So what are the things? What are the costly things? You can give us your own opinion. What do you think? What are the costly mistakes? What are the costly mistakes when dating that people, that do happen to people when dating? We've discussed about dating too soon. It's not good when you are not ready for it. We talk about dating too long. It's not even a good idea also. So what are the things you think about? And we talk about the ideal period when they should start dating, ideal period. I know for men or for boys, they have even them, they don't have the society is looking at us ladies. Is looking at us ladies. Once we reach certain age, they will say, you have not getting someone, you're something, they will start talking. Whereas everybody have their own destiny. I cannot compare myself with someone that has gone into it. No, with prayer, God will bring mine to me. They've forgotten about that. So we are men, they can be 40, they can be 50, they can be 60. They can still go around and say, I want to marry this, I want to marry that. It's only ladies that people focus on, that we have a span, we have a span life. We have a period in which we should, go for it. Judy, it might lead to unwanted. Yes, it might lead to unwanted pregnancy because you have stayed too long with each other. And even when you didn't stay too long with each other, even though it's too short and you are not ready for it, it can lead to unwanted pregnancy. It can lead to that. And when it leads to that, your connection is unstable. Please wait while we try connecting. Oh, what is wrong with this? I hope people are hearing me. Okay, I think it's on now. So this is a good comment. It might lead to unwanted pregnancy. You don't want it, but you find yourself, because you hang around. You hang around with someone. You hang around with guy when you are not ready for it. When you hang around too much, it can lead to pregnancy, because I've tell you the stages of sliding into sexual immorality is always by sliding. You don't jump into it. It might lead to whatever. I can hear you. Okay. Okay, good. Thank you. Say I can hear you now. I thought people can't hear me. So it can lead to unwanted pregnancy. A little baby is coming to the world, innocent baby. You don't want to put the innocent baby in jeopardy, in this kind of mess. So be ready for it. Then what are the things again? I think we discussed something. What are the things? I'm waiting for your comments. We're about to round up anyway. 8:20. Wow, we spent. Oh, so time goes fast this way. So relationship. Don't forget, friendship can last long. Donkey years. Friendship. That's friendship without benefit, not friendship with benefit. You don't want to involve yourself into friendship with benefit, but you want to involve yourself into friendship without benefit. There should be a boundary between friendship. And friendship can last for donkey years when you set a boundary. Okay, we can hear you. Thank you. Thank you, ma. I can hear you. We can hear you. Okay, thank you, ma. Mommy, my battery is low. Okay, charge your battery. You should have charged your battery before you enter. I enjoy section. Okay, comment. What final comment you want to make before you charge your battery? Madam Charger. So let your purpose be figured out. Auntie still make another comment. Most of the ladies become single mothers. Yes. because they are not ready for it. And when they enter into it and the unwanted pregnancy set in, then they end up into single mother or single, so they end up into it, single something. But you don't want to involve into this early. You want to take precaution. You want to take precaution before you enter into it. So yes, thank you. I appreciate everyone for your contribution, honestly speaking, because you make the job easier for me. You make the job easier. So not only me talking, I can see your writing and I can see your comments on the dashboard, which is good, So costly, we're still on the costly things. So what are the things again? Costly. So we are rounding up anyway. So what are the things again you want to say? So to round it up, is Mami Adewi still because I can't see, she only asked question, but I can't see our own opinion in regards to that before I round it up. Mami Adewi, are you still on the line? I don't know if she's still on the line. Mami Adewi. So I don't know if she's still on the line. So let's move on. We are rounding up now. Thank you so much for standing by. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much, all the YouTubers in the house. I want to thank you. I want to appreciate everyone. Thank you so much, all my sisters, all my brothers, all my daughters. Thank you so much. All my mommies, all my sisters in the house. I want to appreciate everyone. We're running up now. We want to just to recap what we've said so that something will not be left out of our discussion. So we discussed about what dating is all about and the period that they should start dating and how dating should be. Number one, I'm running up now. I want to say I jot some points down here. So I'm now. Number one, I'm taking the comment from the comments. I compile all the comments together. I'm rounding up now. Now, don't get pregnant during the dating. Know yourself. Find your purpose. Find your purpose. And how can you find your purpose? Let me say this clearly. How can you find your purpose if you don't know God? There's no how you can find your purpose if you don't know God. So know God first. Know God first. Know God you're serving first. Identify who you are, what it says about you, and claim what it says about you. Don't commit yourself too soon. Know the season of your life as a young girl, as a young boy. Know the season of your life. And don't date past 2 years, probably 2 years or 3 years, except you're in school. Maybe you are in school, medical school or something that require, lengthy time, So all these things, we talk about. When you date, I put down here, I forgot to say it, when you date too long, there's something that we call emotional fatigue. When you date too long, emotional fatigue, we set in. And when that set in, then they will be disappointed. You'll be disappointed. When the emotional fatigue set in, you'll be disappointed. And your hope will be going up and down. You don't know whether it's going to marry me or whether it's not going to marry me. You occupied yourself with that issue and you begin to think, you stress yourself out and you begin to think about it. And when you begin to think about it and you say, you know what, let him go. If you want to go, let him go. And you say what? Anybody that comes your way, you just fall for it. Anybody that comes your way, you fall for it. Now, to run it, what a lady and a boy supposed to do. We already discussed about that. What a lady or a boy supposed to do when you are not ready for it. What do you supposed to do before you're ready to date? Before you're ready to date, what are things you supposed to focus on? Your school work or your training. I discussed about that already. Be different. Different yourself with these people of the world, you know. Different yourself. Made up your mind. I want to fulfill my purpose. I want to fulfill my destiny. You know. Learn your personality. At this period that you have not entered into it, learn your personality. Learn your personality, your character. Is it good? Is my behavior good? What can I upgrade up in myself? Self-awareness. Self-awareness. Distinguish yourself. You are peculiar people, you know. Focus on your career and your goal. Let your goal be discovered, you know. Read books. We have books out there. Read some books. Educative books. Read books. Attend seminars. Attend trainings. You know, we have young adult seminars, young adult trainings, youth meetings. You know, all these things. Attend all those meetings. It's boost your thinking. So I'm rounding up now. I want to thank you all for standing by. Do anybody have anything to say before we round up? Thank you so much, Judy. Okay, a quick question, ma. Why do couples sometimes lose interest in themselves while dating? Couples, are they couples yet? Is it while dating or when they're already married? Because they're not couple yet because they didn't. Is it during dating, or is it during dating or after marriage? Please clarify that. Let's answer her question, please. And everybody can chip in, please. Answer the question, please. Let's answer, okay, why dating? Why dating? Please, Mommy Ali, Mommy Adewi, and even the young, if you know the answer, you know, to this and you are young, you can still answer, please. Yes, during dating. Okay. The question being posted, this is a question here by someone. A quick question, ma. Why do two young adults sometimes lose interest in themselves? Why dating? You know, why they are dating? You know, dating is already gradually going. They already finished the first stage, which is friendship. They already enter into friendship. They already see each other. They already know each other. Yes, I can go along. Now, propose to date. Yes. Now you start dating. Then after some time, they date. They call it a day and they depart. So what makes them to, let's answer this question, please. What makes them to, you know, to call it a day, to depart? Let's talk. Let me type. No, okay. Let's answer this question. Let's answer this question, please. Let's answer this question, please. Okay. Now we are rounding up now. Let's answer this question and we call it a day. We are rounding up, honestly. Even me too, I'm exhausted. Wow, time has gone. Let's answer this question, please. Why? Why do they lose interest in each other? Let's answer this question, please. Answer. Hello, Mommy Ali. Let's answer this question, please. Why? Okay. Oh, thank you, Ma. Thank you, Ma, for joining. Thank you, Ma. We're on question and answer now. Thank you. You come at the right time. Although we finished the discussion, I don't know if you were there when we were discussing, but we finished some of the when they enter into each other. You know, I want to marry, and Suddenly, maybe after sometimes, after a year or something, they call it a day. They separate from each other. I'm no more doing. I'm not interested in you anymore. What makes things like that happen? Ma, you can type your answer, ma, and I'll read the answer up. Thank you so much, Mami Oguje. Thank you so much for joining. Why do we so all of us in the house, we don't know why we think people separate? Mommy Moru, are you still in the house? Mommy, hello? Or maybe they are typing their question. Let's hang a little bit, 1 minute. Let's give them 1 minute to hang out. Maybe they are putting their answer together to type. But I don't want to be the only one talking. That's why I want people to talk also, to chip in. We discuss so many things about dating, about what to look for, when are you ready? If you're not ready, don't go for it. And if you're ready, don't stay too long for it, because too long may cause emotion and so forth. I'm waiting for the reply why sometimes people lose interest after some times of dating, like a year, after 2 years of dating, they lose interest. What happened? What makes them lose interest? What makes them lose interest? No. Okay, thank you, ma. You are very welcome, ma. Okay, I can say lack of. Okay, now, Mommy Oguje said, let me read her comment. She said, okay, lack of communication, number one. Lack of communication. If they didn't communicate very well, if they have communication gap, if something is happening, you don't discuss it, or you see something that need to be discussed and you kept quiet, you did not discuss it, either in the part of the man or the lady. If you see something, say something. If you see something that needs to be discussed, discuss it and iron it out. Communications. Oh, this is what no, you are doing this and I don't like you doing this to me. Oh, you are saying this, I don't like you saying this to me. Or this is what I want. Discuss, open-minded, trust. Put trust even in your relationship, like dating. You have to put trust also. Communication. Mommy mentioned very powerful word, communication. And the mommy mentioned understanding each other very well. So while you are dating, you need to understand one another. You are not dating just for loving Tokyo, for I don't know what to say. But you are dating to become familiar with each other. Not familiarity, not with benefit, but without benefit at this period. So you understand each other. If you know you love me, if you know you care for me, if you know you want to be with me as your husband or as your wife, then you have to understand me. Understanding matters. When you understand each other, then there wouldn't be any separation, because I understand who you are. Oh, she talks very loud. Well, I already know her for that. She always talk loud, or I already know her for this. She already does this. So understanding, communication, understanding each other matter. Even in marriage, you have to understand each other very well. If not, that marriage will not stand. In marriage too, you have to understand communication matters. You discuss necessary issues, need to be discussed at the right time. We have right time for everything. Right time, do it at the right time, not at the wrong time. Mommy said maybe they fail to take time to study each other during dating. Some people, they love will be wallowing in their brain. It's only love that they see. It's only beauty that they see. How beautiful that lady is. Oh, that is what is making them sharp. This is beauty and this is black beauty, or this is very light in complexion. Oh, this is what I like. So they focus their attention on what they like. Beauty, they focus on, oh, she has a good job. That's what I want. So that means you place priority, you place what you want first, before you didn't even allow God to choose for you. Study each other's way. So you study each other's maybe failing. Okay. You see? So even in marriage too, they have to be understanding and communication, understanding, and with the help of God. We pray. Prayer work. Honestly, it works. You pray for God to choose for you. You don't want to choose your own, but you want God to choose for you, the bone of your bone, the flesh of your flesh. You want God to choose for you. And when God chooses, God will choose the right person. And that right person that God chooses for you, not that there wouldn't be any misunderstanding. There will be misunderstanding because your level of thinking can never be the same. So there will be some little things that can be resolved in marriage. There's little things can be resolved. Even in dating, it can be resolved in marriage also. But when you date too long, that little things that can be resolved, that conflicts that can be resolved, if you date too long, that guy may not be able to cope with you anymore. Okay. Okay, to crown it all, pretense from each other. This is big things. This is answer big things. Another answer to your question, pretense. Some people, they pretend because they don't want to lose that guy, because that guy, many ladies are fighting to get that guy. Many ladies want to have him. Many people are lobbying to have him. So you don't want doing to you is right. What right is not right. And when you pretend and you now get, I think, waiting while connecting. Why this Wi-Fi? I won't use it again. Okay, I think it's okay now. So pretense, please don't pretend. Let the person you are dating knows who you are. From the beginning to the end, let him know who you are. And try to communicate. If you know there are some habits that need to be changed or need to be corrected, now talk together. Help me out. Help me to change this habit. Help me to change that habit. We can tell someone to help us to change an habit. Even my children, they can help me. If I have any habit they complain about too much, I tell them, help me out. If you see me doing this, please remind me. So you can tell who you are dating to remind you, or help you out. That you yourself, you have to recognize you need a change. There are some people, even when they were told they need a change, they never accept it, that they need a change. Now, Mommy Ali said, better yourself. Better yourself, not only in books, degrees, but in addition to have multiple sources of income. Men love independent women. You see? So when you occupy yourself, better yourself in book reading, better yourself to acquire your career, your education, your degree, please. So that you can have, the more degree you have, I know is the more pay. The more degrees, the more pay, So better yourself in all these things, and it shall be well with us. So do we answer your question? Judy, do we answer your question? Type, let me see do we answer your question? Type if we answer your question, because we're trying to, okay, thank you so much. Do you have any question? Do anybody have any question before we are running up? Thank you very much, Mommy Oguje. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much, Mommy Nikki Ali. Thank you so much. Judy, Juan, I know everyone is there. You are using the same phone. Thank you so much. Thank you. Queen Lizzie Ward, have you finished charging your phone? Thank you so much. Do anybody have any more question? Or you can send your question to me on my my email. My email, toyinolubena@gmail.com. toyinolubena@gmail.com. You can send your question to me, and our next LS will answer the question. We will answer the questions. Thank you so much for joining. Those bakers in the house, thank you. I hope you bake very well. And the people that hang out for the dating, I know you enjoy it. You know, next time we have more response, more responding more than this. You know, this is the beginning anyway. We thank God. We want to give God all the glory, the honor, and adoration. And we thank God for the beginning of the program, the middle, and the end of the program. We want to ascribe all majesty unto Him. And we pray till next time we meet. We pray that God will keep us safe and sound. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I will let you know the next day that we're going to do the LS again. I will think about the next date we're going to do the LS again. Thank you so much. Do anybody have any question? Any question at all? There's no question that's too big or too small to ask. You know, we're all in the classroom of learner. We are all learning. You know, even me too, I'm learning from the comments that I read from people. You know, the comments. So know yourself, be ready, please be ready for it. Don't go too soon to date, and when you're in dating, don't let it be too long to date. And again, there's one important thing that I forgot to say too. When you enter into dating, please don't become too familiar with your in-laws to be, because it's not yet married. Don't become too familiar with in-laws to be, your sister-in-law, your mother-in-law, don't be too, I say too familiar. Not that you will not be greeting them, you will not be familiar with them, but not too familiar with them, you know, not too familiar with them, not too much. Because when you, number one, if you say you are going to marry and something come up and it doesn't work the way you think, so what will happen to the relationship that you've started with them? You know, you think about that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm rounding up. I'm calling it a day right now. I know some people are still joining. I can see the numbers still going up now. We're just running up and we're asking, you know, someone asked question, and that's the question we tackle. And Mommy Obuje did a very fantastic job to that question. You know, incompatibility can be another issue. Incompatibility can be another issue. Yeah, you don't have you don't have a common faith. You don't have a common faith, common belief. You know, common belief. This is what I believe. If the other party is not believing, not going the route that you're going, that may be another problem. If you force yourself into that kind of relationship, you force yourself into that kind of marriage, then there will be friction in the near future. There will be friction. There will be friction in the future if you commit yourself to that kind of person. Incompatibility. When you are not compatible, there's no how, or there's no why you go for it. There's no why you go for it. Incompatibility. You know, incompatibility. I know. Thank you so much for joining, everyone. Thank you so much. I want to call it a day right now. I'm sweating. Let me call it a day. If you have any question, you can. Okay. Some people started sending me questions, but the time has gone now. We will tackle this question in our next live LS. Now, our next LS, after the baking time, we will tackle all these questions that someone sent on my email. Because if we started all these questions now, time, I know many people have a lot of things to do, you know, and they left their things to join. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much. So dating can be. If you have any question, just send it. People have started sending their questions to my email already. I started seeing question on my email notification. So next LS, we'll discuss about that. All these questions will be discussed. Please join me next time again. I will let you know the time and the date that we're going to be live streaming again. Thank you so much. I want to end the stream now. Thank you so much. Thank you. Bye.